Hey guys, it's Lindsay from Perfectly Bookish 5. Let's talk about the It Ends With Us movie. I don't know where to begin with this. It was such an amazing experience. I went to Book Bonanza this year. If you didn't know, it was the last Book Bonanza. I believe it ran for 5 years. When we got there, Book Bonanza always has an opening ceremony the night before, Thursday night. We got a message on the app. There was a specific app for attendees this year, and when there were announcements, you would get a message. There was an announcement saying that there would be a lively guest at the opening ceremony. And usually, opening ceremony, I don't get up early for to go stand in line. Just when it's time, like half hour before, just kind of stroll in, find a seat. But I'm like, Mom, we are going to go early and get in line because lively. If you don't know, Book Bonanza is run by Colleen Hoover and an amazing team of people, and Colleen is an author. She has a book called It Ends With Us, and part of it is based on her mom's life, and it got auctioned for a movie. I don't know if auctioned is the right word, but it was put out there to be turned into a movie. And there were some hiccups with the process. I don't remember if it was the writer's strike or what, but it took a little longer than planned. But it was made into a movie. Blake Lively is the lead role, Lily Bloom. Brandon, I'm sorry, I don't remember his last name, but Brandon is Atlas. Justin, sorry again, I don't know the last name. He is the director and one of the male leads, Ryle. And then there is a young Atlas, young Lily. I'm sorry, I am blanking on the names. Blake Lively was there for the opening ceremony. Her and Colleen were having a conversation with someone from E.T., the entertainment TV show. And they were having a conversation, and talking about Atlas came up a lot. And then Blake left the stage saying, "Oh, Colleen, you just love Brandon's character so much. I'm just over it." And she starts to leave the stage, and it's like, okay, she's gonna bring Brandon out on stage with her, and she sure did. So both Brandon and Blake were there at the opening ceremony, and Blake is so funny. I haven't seen a lot of her movies. I've seen Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I like the one she's in with Anna Kendrick, and I never watched Gossip Girl, but the things I've seen her in I've enjoyed, but I don't know too much about her. I mean, she's married to Ryan Reynolds, and oh, it's funny, her mother-in-law, Ryan's mom, was at the event as well. But she was just so funny, and I really enjoyed her sense of humor, and I think she matched with Colleen very well, and it was just very entertaining to listen to them talk, and her have her little quips at Brandon and just at each other. And I will have clips from the opening ceremony in the video when I'm done talking. Then during the opening ceremony, they gave us a huge surprise. I mean, it was already amazing to have Blake there and Brandon. And then they told us they were going to show us the movie. I thought the movie would be shown there at the hotel because my first Book Bonanza year, Anna Todd, her after series, they played the movie right there on a drop down screen in one of the big rooms, and then there were beanbag chairs and different seating laid out for you to sit in. They're just like chairs at a table. But no, guys, there is a mall not even 5 minutes from the hotel, and there's an AMC movie theater there. They rented out the theater, and they told us they were going to bus us all to the theater for a special preview screening of the movie. Mom and I looked at each other. We couldn't believe it. And they were willing to bus. There's 2,500 people there. That's including the attendees, authors, volunteers, author assistants. I'm pretty sure that was the number, and they were willing for everyone who wanted to go to bus all those people to the movie. So on Saturday night, there was movie showings at like 10:20 and 10:40. I think authors and author assistants, volunteers had a little earlier showing than that, and they had a system of when you should line up according to what movie time you had. I was very lucky. Mom and I, when we got our wristbands, we were given the same movie time. We didn't have to try to change it. We got the latest one, 10:40. They just had, for your Friday signing, wherever you were in line, they had your letter and number. For example, I was E1, so then they had an E1 envelope for me that they gave me with my wristband, and I didn't want to open that envelope because we were about to go into the signing. I didn't want to lose it. But then my mom, she was calling me like, what time did you get for the movie? I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even think of that. So then I had to open it, and luckily we got the same time. And yet people around me were starting to then call their friends as well and be like, what time did you get? Because we weren't lined up with our friends. It was all randomized to make things fair. That's why we had to call them. We weren't in line with them. I have this box put together. It's just stuff in here right now. It's not set how I want because I just realized I was at my parents' house this morning. I forgot to grab the flowers. But this is the band I am talking about. Oh, that is upside down. There is a time on there. I don't know if you can see that, but this gold is the movie ticket. This was attached to my flower. Got a bookmark, and then this was something from the movie that was shown on the screen before the movie played. Yeah, so then at night we lined up for our movie, and there were at least 10 like coach buses. It wasn't just a school bus. They got coach buses to take us to the movie theater, and every single place where you could have a movie poster, like they have the movie posters in cases outside and in the theater to promote the different movies that are playing or that are going to come. Every single one had the It Ends With Us poster, and that was so cool. So we're walking up to the theater, and once you are walking in, well, close to being in, they hand you a ticket. Tickets were different colors for the different times, and it also said what theater you're going to be in. So that gold one that I just showed you. Mom and I got our tickets, and then we went in line to get popcorn, water, and they had, I have it over here, they also had tissues. I don't know if I'm ever going to use them because it's just a memory, but they had these tissues for you in case you cried during the movie. And I have a clip of this. It was so cool. Blake, Brandon, young Lily, Colleen, and a team of people, they were walking from theater to theater introducing the movie before it played. And I was within like arm's distance, not even, of Blake and the other actors, because they walked behind the table where they were serving popcorn and drinks, and I just, where I was in line, the table didn't extend that far back, so she was just, they're right there, and they walked by us, so that was really cool. We got our food, and then we went in the theater, and because Mom and I just happened to stay in the line, we didn't have one of us go try to save a seat, and we were in the second row. So when everyone came, the actors and Colleen, to tell us about the movie, again, they were right there. So yes, it was a little funky when you're in the front row and you gotta like stretch back to watch the movie, but it was so worth it because we had everyone right there. At opening ceremony, we were given these little flower patches that Blake bought from Amazon for all the attendees, and you will see a clip with Brandon having one of the flower patches that was sewn onto his pants, and it was just such a amazing, magical experience, guys, to have an opportunity like that, to go to a movie screening, to have the actors there, the writer there, and to see it. It was a rough cut they didn't want to show us the movie Sony because of different changes that have to be made. One thing specifically, if you read It Ends With Us, the heart tattoo is different in the movie than it is described in the book. It was brought to their attention because it's hugely significant and a lot of people have this tattoo. Colleen has the tattoo, her family, so they have little changes they have to make like that. We aren't allowed to talk about the movie. We could say if we liked it, we enjoyed it. It was a very good movie. There are changes like the character's age from the book to the movie, and like the little changes, I didn't mind them. I know some people who, like before or while movie was in production, it was announced with the age change and people are getting mad about that. And I'm pretty sure like the name of the restaurant was changed, just like little things, but I was fine with it. I think the majority of us who saw the movie that night were fine with it. It was really well done. I'm gonna have to put it down below because it's really making me mad. I can't remember her name, but the one who plays young Lily, this was her first movie, which she will state in the clip that I have for you. And the way she must have studied Blake, or they studied each other, she has the mannerisms like down to a T. They are such a good match for a young and old version of the characters. She did it so well. Sometimes there's not always that connection there when they're finding the young and older version of different characters, but it was a great match. Yeah, the movie's really well done. It comes out August 9th. I definitely recommend that you go see it. I'll probably see it again because I want to see the changes that were made from what I saw to the final piece, the final production. But huge thank you to Colleen, Blake, Brandon, young Lily, Sony, and just everyone for making this happen. It was probably the best book signing I have ever been to in my life. Definitely the best book bonanza, and it's just a memory I'm going to have with me forever. Well, please enjoy the clips from opening ceremony and from the movie screening. Bye guys.
Where are my Colleen Hoover fans at? Well, this is my first book bonanza, and it is bananas. I'm thrilled and honored, and it is a privilege to be in a room full of book lovers, and I won't take too much of your time because I know we're here for a really good reason. And I'm telling you right now, not just because it's the last book bonanza, but we have some surprises in store for you guys, so you are very lucky to be in this room today. How excited are you? Okay, you guys, they want me to stall, so I'm going to sing a song. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Neustaedter-young, and it is my honor to bring to this stage the one, the only, Colleen Hoover and Blake Lively! Let me make sure it's on. Look at I'm AV as well. IT.
Hello? Hello? Can I just say, opening panel has never been this full before in a reading. I'm about ready to start a show. I feel like I'm in show choir right now, you guys.
And I was in show choir.
You were in show choir?
I was in show choir. Of course I was.
Were you guys good? We were #1 in the country at Sony.
Oh,
Glee was based on my high school, so it's great.
You know, I heard folks were in line starting at 7:30 this morning for this panel.
What?
Thank you guys.
We're out until 2? Yes. This is my
You can have to. It's fine. I'm sorry. Do you want some?
Do you want water?
Can we get some water actually to the stage?
Clay, could you fetch me some water, please?
I told y'all, it is humid and hot here.
She's
down.
such a great assistant.
Actually, while we wait for Blake,
It's how I got the job. Really good water boy and couture.
Colleen, let's first talk about Book Bonanza, because I just learned that this is actually the last one, allegedly.
No way.
Allegedly, right? Talk to me about why this weekend is so important.
For one, the people. Oh my gosh, like this crowd is insane. You guys, the vibe this week has been incredible so far, and I hope that you're having fun and that y'all are being taken care of. But you know, just the fact that they show up and do these things every year for charity, you know, and that's the most important thing. That's why we started Book Bonanza. But also just to, you know, readers are so passionate, and to get to meet their favorite author and interact with each other, like my best friends I've found in this book world, and I know that so many of you can say the same thing. It's a community.
Am I so loud? I feel so loud. I know, but I feel louder than you guys. I need my in-ear monitors, you guys. Crystal ones. I think I'm a pop star. This book, I mean, resonates with so many people, and so that's exciting. That's so exciting to take on a character that so many people have connected with, and it's also a huge responsibility, and it's slightly terrifying, because you know what you have in your imagination is sort of impossible to meet, and then everyone's imagination is slightly different. You know, so no matter how descriptive the book is, everybody has their own version of who Lily is, or what the story is, or who Atlas is. So then when you take on a film like this, you have a great responsibility, but it's also, to me, it's exciting to be able to step into that and try to honor the fans and honor the book, and also bring something new to life in the film, because really my favorite films are films that, like, whether I love the book or not, or read the book or not, the movie works on its own. And when I'm a fan of the book and then the movie also works just as its own piece, like, those are always the best ones to me. So I think that what's special about this is that I feel like I'm saying so many words, you guys. I haven't slept in months. I'm sleeping like 2 hours a night. But anyway, but what's special about this, I think, is that, like, if you've read the book first, I really genuinely believe, and I don't normally promise this, but I believe that you will love this movie. And then if you see the movie first and then you read the book, you will love the book. And I think that that's the goal, and I hope that we accomplish that. I mean, I think in food, so it's like, oh, that one day I got those cinnamon rolls from the Hive. That was a good day. But, like, when I think about what happened that day, I was like, oh no, that was, like, deeply tragic. Every day was sort of, you know, rough, because, you know, Lily goes through a lot in this movie. So the day that I had the blueberry pancake cinnamon rolls was the day.
Yeah, I can confirm, like, this girl eats so much. I don't know how or where.
I got food poisoning last night, and everybody was like, oh my God, what did you? And I was like, they're like, what'd you eat? I was like, I got a Philly cheesesteak, 2 of them from DoorDash, and then I had like a tub of ice cream, and I just like have such,
corn.
and they're like, yeah, corn. They were like, I don't think you have food poisoning, I think you just ate like an asshole. And I was like, you know, when you're making a movie, there's all these elements, and there's just so many factors and so many things coming your way, and then you add to it that there's a book on top of it, and something that just, like, somehow slipped through the cracks that I didn't know, I didn't catch, is my hollow heart tattoo and the hollow heart that's carved. And that was just like, we were like, should we come up with like a better story about like why it's not right? Like, should we say it's an IP issue, or like
right now
but it was
art is
literally
different.
someone was just like, what should we do for the hollow heart? And it was just like, it randomly, arbitrarily became what it was in the movie. And Colleen saw the movie, and like, you guys saw the trailer, and she was like, that's not the right hollow heart. She was like, like, it's kind of a big deal. I have the tattoo. My family has the tattoo.
Readers
Fans
have the
have the
tattoo.
tattoo. And so we changed the heart. So it's like our big superhero special effect in the movie. It's the right heart now. But like, you know, it's just that level of detail of like, we could just say like, oh, well, in the movie it's a different heart. And it was a cute heart, like whatever. But like to honor what you guys have loved about the story is very important to her, and to be true to that. And like, we're gonna try to do it all right, but there's some things we'll make mistakes on, and like, thank goodness she doesn't let anything slip through the crack. She's like, this guy, this extra in a scene with 100 people, he's filming you guys, but his phone is on black. Can we CGI what he's filming onto the phone? I was like, we don't have the budget for that. But then she's like, when the coffee cups come down, you can tell that they're empty. I hate that. We gotta add sound. And it's like, oh my God, I'm obsessed. She's not a Virgo, which is crazy. She hates that.
Well, you both are executive producers, so like, you know, you have to keep an eye on those things, right? To make sure you get the details right. And you know, what's so special is, obviously Lily's story has resonated with a lot of women. Surprise! Wait, you nailed that. Welcome, Brandon.
No.
Hi.
First impressions. What's
Right?
it like to be in
You
this
guys!
Good guy. Yeah. A few more people than I thought.
Brandon almost became my new dad last night. My mother-in-law was like, he is so handsome.
She will be fighting my mom.
She was like, he's got a devil may care attitude.
Brandon,
My father.
I'm dying to know, because obviously, as you can tell, people love this book, and they're so excited for this movie, and apparently Atlas is Colleen's favorite character. What has this whole journey been like for you so far?
Oh boy. I mean, it's been a trip.
Just wait.
It's been quite the trip. Yeah. Honestly, I had no, I mean, you try not to have any expectations about any of these things. And I've been kind of blown away with the response to everything. And I just kind of take
He's
it
also
day by
been
day.
kidnapped.
Please explain that. I had to.
We were like, we're gonna go to Book Bonanza, you should come. And he was like, I'm in Joshua Tree. And I was like, I'm picking you up. It was like short of like duct tape in a trunk. Like,
Did you know what you were walking into?
Not a clue.
Just 2,500 people.
Like, it's a tiny book fair. You're
Exactly.
have fun.
This is not the Barnes & Noble I was promised.
See, I didn't know you were responsible for this. This is really
my
exciting.
husband kept going, so you have Book Barn this weekend. I'm like, it's not Book Barn.
But
He's asking everyone, he's like, oh, what'd you get? Like, what appetizers do you like? Like, just like benign, innocuous question. What appetizers do you get? What did you like? And then he looks at me and goes, what about you? What do you like?
With the teacher.
So I have all these straight men who every time he does it, they scream. And then they're like, they always say to me, what about you? What do you like? So I make a video for my friend Travis and go, hey Travis, what about you?
I got it.
You guys are gonna die when you see this. It's like a nothing moment, but we scream. I'm sorry.
Brandon, don't be shy. You said it. You said it.
You gotta wait for the movie to come out.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You know,
We're his number one fan.
You know, the anticipation is killing us, but we'll wait. All right.
share everything you want. And honestly, like, I'm a very cynical person. I go in with very low expectations. And sorry, no offense. I didn't know what to expect, you know? And so also the most exciting part was walking out of that theater and being like, whew, this is gonna be good. This is, yeah.
But also, like, to give you more credit, like, she walked out of the theater and was like, whoa, this is gonna be good, but here's what we need to do to make it the best. And like she was super involved in like, you know, the film being done to actually the film being what you guys are gonna see. And she really like, as the author of this story initially, like authored, you know, a lot of like shaping, once it was done, once it was made, really shaping what we had to feel like it was the best version it could be.
And that's all thanks to Blake. Like, we've been so collaborative. Like, I just can't even explain to you what the last few weeks have meant to me. I'm, you know, gonna be nice right now because then I'll go back to being, you know, myself. But honestly, as an author, just the fact that Blake fought for my voice to be heard, like, I just can't even tell you what you hope Blake Lively is. She's that and a million times more.
Buses. We got a little clip from the movie that we've edited to get marketing's put together like a little piece of the movie. You know, like at Comic-Con, they do that. This is like Comic-Con, but like for women. I've heard it Coho-Macon.
What is this?
Oh shoot, I forgot to tell you. The movie.
You're showing them? You haven't even showed me?
I mean, like, I don't know. We thought like normally like Comic-Con they do like 3 minutes, so we put together like 20 minutes. To show.
Teaser for Brandon, just 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
It's just Atlas scenes.
20 minutes doesn't really seem like an hour.
Yeah,
I mean, how long is the movie? At least an hour, right?
no, it's 2 hours. 2 hours
Right,
and
right.
3 minutes.
I don't know if we can stay up that late.
Yeah. The movie's not done. It still has the old hollow heart. We've got score in the movie, and we showed it to like a small audience, and I was like, oh, they'll never know. Like, you do like temporary score until like the movie's complete. And I was like, oh, put Finding Nemo, like it's like a wink Easter egg, nobody will know what it is. The first person raised their hand, they're like, why do you have a Finding Nemo score in this movie? I was like, how on earth are you guys that keen? So yeah, it's not, the movie's not done yet. I mean, it comes out 2 months, but it's not done.
And so what you're saying is like an arc of a book. If they got to see the whole thing early, it wouldn't be like what they'll see in theaters.
No, what they'll see in theaters will be different.
Yeah.
Which is like, not like vastly different.
I mean, we could show the whole movie. I mean, you guys want to see the whole movie?
Brandon probably does.
Nobody cheered for 20
I
minutes.
kinda wanna see
Okay, we'll
the
show
whole
you guys
movie.
the whole movie then. I mean, this is why everyone likes Atlas.
I'm about to change my flight. I will be watching.
Okay, here's the thing though. I can't. You guys get your energy drinks, get your coffee, because it's gonna be a late night, because the movie's
It's
2
gonna be a late
hours. Are you guys sure you want to do the whole? Okay, so what time's closing ceremonies tomorrow?
Schedule will stay the same, but we will start. We have literally an entire theater rented out, all the screens. Buses will start lining up at 8:45. Y'all will get the information in, excuse me, Susan, if I'm saying this wrong, in the app. And we're also going to make a post about it in the attendees group. You will get a wristband. You have to have a wristband for this movie when you line up for the signing today.
Wait, did
we're
you have
gonna
this
take
planned
care of
all
that.
along?
Well, it was for the 20-minute clip, but I guess we have to show the whole thing. But,
Get in your buses fast because it's a 2-hour movie. So I'm just doing the math. If you're lining up at 8:45, you load into your bus. We gotta go. Yeah, okay. And then Brandon hasn't seen it, so we're gonna sit through it. And just know, it's literally, this is not a bit. It's literally not done. So to be honest, what really happened is we were like, we're gonna show the movie, and the studio was like, no, you're gonna show 20 minutes. No, we're gonna show the movie. They're like, it's not done. And I was like, they don't fucking care.
Yeah.
You guys are what matter, and like you guys.
so much. Hi, how are you? There.
Hi everyone. My name is Susan. I'm a local Dallas film critic, and I'm here tonight to help introduce this very special and exclusive screening, which you are all the very first audience to see. But we're really excited. But before we get started, we just have a few rules. Please put your cell phones away during the screening. We don't want any spoilers getting out. We have night vision security, so don't pull out those phones. After the movie, if you loved it, let us know on social media, but please don't share any major spoilers or plot points. And all formal reviews are not permitted to be posted until release. Also, be sure to stop by either camera crew station on the side of the AMC lobby at the end of the screening, where you'll have the opportunity to give us your reactions, which could be featured on our socials. And this movie is not finished yet, so make sure you see the final version on August 9th.
Wait, we have stuff to tell you guys. We are so excited that you guys are watching this movie. You guys are genuinely like the first people to see this movie. It's not done yet. That wasn't a joke. We weren't supposed to show you. Also not a joke. They were begging us all month, all week not to show you guys this movie because it's not totally done. So when you see it August 9th, you know, music, the score will be done, the tape's gonna be off the walls, the hollow heart's gonna be correct. So sorry for anyone who got that tattoo and we were like, oops, we got the wrong hollow heart. Just a minor oversight. But it's going to be even better, and we hope you love it. We're so proud of it. And this is Isabela, who plays young Lily, and it's her first movie ever.
Thank you guys so much. I don't know. I can project.
No, I can.
Yeah, you do
Oh.
have projecting.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I was meant to be at work this weekend in Brooklyn. I don't know if anybody here is from Brooklyn. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, I was meant to be at work this weekend at my restaurant, but I think this is much better than any restaurant job. I'm so sorry to the restaurant. I love them.
I'm like, you're
but
gonna need to quit on August 9th and a half.
Like, I have my 2
It's
weeks.
gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I've planned it out already, you know. I'm getting it ready. But thank you guys so much for coming. I feel so lucky to be here. Also with these 3 people with me.
And
I mean,
Brandon
it's
also gave up his shift at Cheesecake Factory tonight to be here, so we're super lucky.
Yeah,
so much.
manager wasn't happy about that.
He didn't wear slippers, but he wore.
Show me your pants. Show me your booty.
Right? Isabela and I made these pants today, and like his jeans are like a nice patina, so I had to patina the patches. And when he wasn't looked, I told him it was tea and coffee, but I used shrimp sauce because the other one wasn't working. But this
It was
is
a productive dinner.
This is how you find out.
Yeah.
What
happened to dinner?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it was
amazing. Look at these. I have to get them back though. They're like
Yeah.
way too expensive.
They're
Honestly.
glorious.
They let me borrow them, which is amazing. I know I should keep them. I'll steal them. Don't tell. I know, right?
Yeah, guy doesn't do it enough.
Just he's stay at home dad. But anyway, so when I wanted to give a shout out because you guys remember stuff that we talked about. I'm so grateful. But you know my favorite line in the movie. This is just my personal agenda. It's just like make Brandon say my favorite line over and over again. Yes, because he didn't do it yesterday. Right?
didn't.
Okay, so we're at the restaurant. I'm gonna set the scene. We're at the restaurant. I'm there with my boyfriend Ryle, who's got a temper. And you know, you should not be saying this stuff in front of Ryle, but he's asking everyone their order, and
I
then
don't
like,
give a damn.
yeah, and then he looks over at me, and like nobody knows that like Lily and Atlas have a history. Lily knows, and so he's just like, oh, what do you order? What'd you order? And then he looks at me and he goes,
What about you? What do you like?
what? So when you guys see, it's like a really serious scene.
Switch
Like
up this.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. You guys are
I'm
like
in the
shocked.
middle
You're
of
like,
every
yes,
single-
what do you like? Anyway, I hope you guys like the movie, or at least like that line. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you guys.